first.
Oh no! No! Oh no! Oh no! Oh Jesus!
Okay, so here we are. Got the ported CS800P by Echo. What are the numbers on this again? I know the exhaust roof was at 102, a little bit over 102. So it's a low exhaust roof, so that it should have good torque. Squish was right at 31 thousandths. I didn't want it to be overly hard to start. It's a big saw already. It starts really easy, by the way. But those rings are not seated in yet. All I've done is a couple heat cycles. The intake, I think, was at 78. Transfers, I believe, 24, I think. You'd have to go back and watch the port video of this. It is oiling like mad, so I think it's doing something whenever I pump it. Because whenever I had it sitting on the ground and I was pumping the crap out of it, and then as soon as I revved it, it just slung oil off like crazy. So I think we're good there. But restart is excellent on it, or it has been so far. Watch me make a fool of myself. But I haven't started it for a good half hour, maybe 45 minutes. But let's see. Oh, yep. Well, okay. So maybe I got to pull the choke. There we go. The chain on this, it should cut fine, but it's the Oregon, what is it? I think it's the LPX. It is has the safety rakers on there. It seems like it should cut pretty well. I can't remember. This is just the chain and bar that I had on it. It did not pull like that before. No. Not even close. So that is a nice hungry chain. It's really wanting to slam me into the wood. But it being hungry like that, this is a chain that I sharpened, and it's hungry. Boy, it's wanting to pull me in. little more fuel. See if it likes a little less fuel. It was about 9,700 in the cut right there. And that's a knot right there. 28-inch bar. I think I'm happy. Let's cut some noodles. Oh. She's a big girl. She can put that stank on you. That's good. That is exactly what I was hoping this thing would be. That is fantastic. Running really strong. That chain is really, really aggressive. So, yeah. I mean, you can see where I took the rakers down a good bit. And but she's pulling, most of the time she's just pulling right through it, even in this big old knot right here. And there's a knot over here as well. And whenever I was really pulling on it there, I mean, when you're cutting with the grain, your chain can't really bite like it can across the grain. And so that's why you can pull on it harder. Okay, so you can't pull on it like that when you're going cross cutting. But all 28 inches in there, oh boy, I could lay on it. I was really pulling on it. She cutting good, very good, and runs fantastic. I mean, just no more of that weird, you see the way that snatched that out of my hand? That's why we do it. If you guys were wondering, you know, why we pull the cord out before we shut it off. Now, used to, I didn't do it, but I got to thinking about it. I said, I should probably do it. It's not a big deal. If you don't do it, you don't do it. And modern saws, they're set up better, you know, but the deal is when that engine slows down, the centrifugal force that's keeping your starter pawls open, right? Well, it slows down and those fall back into the starting position. Well, the engine's still turning a little bit. And so whenever you have this down all the way against the actual recoil here, when those pawls hit, it can put a real hard hit on that rope. And it just causes, what's the word I'm looking for? Premature wear. There you go. It causes premature wear on your recoil setup. So that's why, you know, whenever you do this, even if you hold on to it, whenever it catches, there's a shock absorption there. But anyways, that's off the point. Point is you're gonna love it, Mark. Runs great, it's oiling fantastic. These things are known to oil really well. Oh, and in the porting video, I forgot to mention, so I took a lot off the base of that cylinder so that I could sit it down lower. Well, whenever I did that, the fins were wanting to hit your oiler adjustment. Your oil adjustment is actually right here. And so I had to trim off the top of that oil adjustment knob just a little bit so that the piston would go down and clear it. So it's not sitting right on top of it. Just a little thought I'd throw in there. But yeah, she's ready to use now. She is ready to go. Here we go. All right. Yeah. So what's up next? Well, we have this test log here. After we get behind this big knotty portion, right? That's a good usable section for me. And over there, we've got another log that's a little bit bigger than this. And I'm going to take all of these bigger saws, slap the same 24-inch bar on all of them, and do some tests. So we're going to test, might as well test the My Dire Wolf, which is a 620 that's been ported by me, 562. Maybe we'll, if I can think of it, because there's a lot of saws. The 262, throw it on there, match it up maybe. I don't know if I can because the bar, I got these special bars that are coming from that company longer. And I mean, they're here, but I want to use that bar and chain setup for all these saws. And it's a Husky large mount. And the 262, I do believe, is a Husky small mount. And I don't want to cut up that thing to make it work on the small mount. But I can't just use a different bar. No, I've got one that'll work. It's a 058 gauge. That's why I'm stumbling here and having a problem. So I got a Cannon bar that I can use on the 262. And then we can actually test it against everything as well. Let's see. The 562 XP, the Jonsered 670, the Husqvarna 268, I've got Charlie Briscoe's. He's got it's a clone saw that he ported, 372 XP clone. I got the Shindawas. I got my Shindawa 757. I got the Shindawa 757 that's actually going to James out in California. If you guys are watchers of the channel and you're wondering, he did get a hold of me. Got a Dolmar 7910 that I ported. Got Bobby Boucher, the 281 XP that Cajun ported. Got an 064 that I have not ran yet. Oh man, I'm looking forward to running that thing. I'm really looking forward to running that thing. I bet you it's fast. I don't know for sure, but I bet you it's fast. Got a 585 XP. That's Randy's. The Dolmar is Randy's as well. I got my 592. And sadly, I don't think that I'm going to have the Husqvarna 2100 ready for this test because I had to get so janky and sloppy in cutting the base of that cylinder. I got it off just a little bit. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to send that cylinder to somebody so that they can true up the base for me. It is what it is. But because my setup, it was a 56 millimeter bore, and I was wrapping electrical tape around my mandrel in order to get it to a point to where I could stabilize it. Anyways, whatever. You know, we have these difficulties. What else is there? I think that's about it. But maybe I'll run the pulverizer in it as well. Will that bar work on the pulverizer? Pulverizer is my Poland 4000. Anyways, we run this thing, of course. So we got a lot of good saws that are coming up that we're going to be testing, and I'm very happy about that. Finally getting to that point. So yeah, she's running good.